Hello and welcome to the studio, where young creators come on and pitch their ideas to big producers to win £20,000 in commission and a film crew. Let's meet our producers. I'm Seth and I'm the creator of Jessops.
I'm James and I've worked on a few big scale movies.
Hi, I'm Tom and I'm a producer from Sony.
Great, let's meet our first contestant. Hi, what's your name?
My name's Oliver and I'm here on behalf of the OTH Foundation, where we make short films based on real life events. So my short film is on a group of Scottish paratroopers which jump into France on D-Day. They're there to help relieve the Omaha beach with the Americans. It's a real life event which we got from one of the soldiers themselves, and they encounter various situations such as tanks, machine gun posts and even the weather.
Okay, so tell us a bit about your film. What's your aim?
My aim is to raise awareness of D-Day and basically push more short films out of other events.
Right, hang on. So, in the budget of this film, the £20,000, you want to do a helicopter drop?
No, an airplane drop, sorry.
Wouldn't it be better, do you think, to do green screen?
Yeah, we will be involving green screening part of it, but we want to get the real life effects of using an actual person jumping out of a plane.
Right, okay, so you think that you'll be able to do all that within the £20,000?
Yeah, easily.
Okay.
So are you going to incorporate A-list actors, or are you just going to?
We will get at least one, just so we can push the film out, like, so more people will come and, well, basically come for the actor, really.
Okay.
So, with this film that you're describing now, you mentioned that you got the story off a real soldier.
Yeah.
So is this more of a documentary or is it quite dramatised?
It's quite dramatised. We'll have gore and other effects in it as well.
Okay, so you speak about the gore.
Yes.
Is the short film going to have an age rating?
Yes, that age rating will be 18, and we will publicise this more with adverts to push more people to come and see it.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about your target audience, please?
Our target audience will be 18 to 30-year-olds.
Men or women?
Both.
I know this is coming from me, but if it's a World War II short film, do you not think you could maybe target towards people who've been in the World War?
Well, as there's not many left of them, it'll be quite hard.
Right, okay.
Right, yeah, fair answer, fair answer.
So, location-wise, you're planning to go abroad?
Yeah, we will film part of it in France, but other like in-house moments, like indoors moments, we will film over in England.
So, with being in France, would you consider using French like extras, or would you bring everyone over from the UK?
We would use French actors for like the in-city bits, where like they're going through towns and stuff like that.
Fair enough. And with regards to the marketing scheme, how are you going to push this film out to a wide audience?
Well, as the new Battlefields come out, we're going to push for an in-game item which you can get with purchasing the cinema ticket.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about the cost of the game for me.
The cost of the film?
No, the game that you're going to use.
Oh, well, it's going to be an in-game item on the actual game. Well, it's not our game, but it's another game.
Yeah, you said with the cinema ticket. I think that's a good idea.
Whilst I like the idea of the in-game item, for the reasons that it's an 18, so that eliminates everyone younger than 18, and the budget of taking a lot of the crew over to France and dropping from an aeroplane, I think you'd struggle with the budget. So for that reason, I'm out.
Thank you.
I like the idea, personally. I think it's got everything, you've thought everything well through. However, the budget to take everything in, it just doesn't add up. Would you be able to just tell me quickly about the percentage that we would earn back?
Well, we're aiming for a £200,000 income from the movie releasing, so we would aim for like a 25% profit towards you.
Jackson, any questions?
No. I agree with the other two I'd imagine using locations abroad is going to cost a lot. And I would say you're going to struggle with the budget, but saying that, you've got everything planned out. You've got an original idea for pairing a cinema ticket with a game item, which I really like. So for all them reasons, I'm going to make you the offer for the 20 grand.
Thank you very much.
Tom?
Generous.
Like, I think, it's very good production. I feel like you'd be better off sticking with Jackson. For that reason, I'm out.
Thank you very
That means
much.
I'm in. Oh, shook hands.
Thank you.
No worries.
Have our next contestant, please. Introduce yourself, please.
Hi, my name's Alex.
All right, Alex, what's your idea about?
My idea is basically it's like, have you ever seen the show Peaky Blinders?
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
Peaky Blinders.
So it's basically a short film about 10-15 minutes, about 20 minutes tops. Basically a short film where it piggybacks off of that. So it's already got the target audience set up. And what it's about is it's 1860 in a boatyard in London, where two gang feuds are having a dispute over one gang killing another gang's brother.
Right.
Okay. So will this production be linear or non-linear?
It'll be non-linear.
Okay.
I'm not too familiar myself with the 1860s. Did they have guns in the 1860s?
Yeah.
Is that when Peaky Blinders was? Right.
Yeah. So, so in the 1860s, just tell me a little bit about it. Was there any conflict regarding gangs or anything to your knowledge?
Anything to my knowledge, not that I know of, no.
Okay, just anything you could kind of relate it to. Will you tell me the genre, please?
Genre, it's going to be an action film.
Okay.
So back to the narrative. So it's two gangs. Is there anything about these gangs of why they're fighting or anything like that?
So there was already having a dispute over territorial purposes over London, as normal gangs do, and then there's a bigger dispute over the murder of a gang boss's brother.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Just tell me a little bit about your marketing and distribution. How do you propose to do that?
So what I'm asking is for 2,000, which is round about budget. There may be some money left over from location because it's going to be in London, and then there's the cost of the equipment as well. And it's just going to be a short film. It's going to be publicly like a film festival. So it's going to be £10 a ticket, and since it's going to be about London, from an old genre which is quite popular from the original series, as it's expanded across about 5 series. So it's a popular series, and it's a popular genre. So I feel like it may be popular for the film.
Yeah, perfect. Where do you propose to kind of advertise it? Are you going to do like a full UK tour with this film, or is it just going to stay local?
It's probably going to be full UK, so probably around Manchester, then it's going to go down into London, then probably around the east.
Okay, perfect.
That's what I was going to say now. Oh, it's Peaky Blinders. It's in the same sort of universe.
Yeah.
Are you going to use any of the actors from Peaky Blinders?
No, I'm not going to use the actors, but there's going to be references to the show.
Right. Okay.
The actors I'm hoping to get is probably improv and like upcoming actors, so just kind of get their names out of there, so I kind of want to help them and help myself a bit, just to get our names out there to bigger companies to help us along the road in the future.
I like that idea. I think that's very creative
Yeah.
and quite original because you don't see that with many producers nowadays. Personally, yeah, I like the idea. I think it's very very well thought through, well constructed. Not necessarily you're gaining to make profit out of it. You're kind it to do to help yourself and help others, which obviously I understand how hard and difficult it can be. I think everything's well thought through. Your media work's well thought through. It's very creative and original. So I would just like to offer you the full offer of £20,000.
Okay, thank you.
I still have a few questions. Are you worried about? I understand that the improv actors and all that are going to be quite a lot cheaper, so that's much more kind on your budget. Are you sure that they're going to be the right quality of actor? Are they going to do the right job, or are they going to be a bit naff?
Well, to be expected, they will be kind of nervous since it's a bit of a step up from what they usually are, since they're upcoming actors. But hopefully, they'll stick to their roles, be professional. It's a little bit of a risk, but I'm willing to put the work and effort into it, as long as they are.
Can I also ask one more question before? Sorry, I made an offer. What percentage do you propose for us to get back from this production?
Hopefully, the percentage is round about the same from the offer. About 70,
So I'm giving you 20,000 and you're giving me 20,000 back.
probably about 15% more.
Okay, so how do you propose to do that?
Well, since it's going to be a UK tour through screening in popular areas like Manchester and London and probably Leeds in the east, and so it's going to be more public, and there's going to be a lot of people because it is a popular genre, as I said. So there is going to be a lot of people who would want to see more from the 1800s.
Thank you very much.
I'll jump in here and say, I think you've got a good idea and a good place to branch out from, but I'm not too familiar with the time period or the other shows it's based on. So for that reason, I think you'd be better off going with one of the other two. So I'm going to step out on this one.
Okay.
I'd like to give you a bit of advice, Alex. You said you're going to be distributing it in Manchester and London and somewhere in the east. Have you considered, because Peaky Blinders is based in Birmingham, going somewhere to Birmingham, or have they got a pub
Garrison.
in
The Garrison
Is it in
pub.
Liverpool?
No, that's in Birmingham.
In Birmingham, but they have one in Liverpool, don't they? They opened something in Liverpool.
I think so.
Possibly in Liverpool, doing that. Whilst Manchester and London are quite big and would get you the right things, maybe Birmingham and Liverpool would be a better place to advertise that. Have you thought about that?
Yeah, like I said, it's going to be all around the world. So not only is it going to be in Manchester and London, those are 2 points as well, and Leeds in the east. It is also going to be in Birmingham, since Peaky Blinders is based on Birmingham. But like I said, it's not going to be. It's going to be in the same time period, but with a lot of references to the actual series, and hopefully, for the audience who watches that will come and watch this, and hopefully some new people who watch what I'm inquiring to make will also jump into the series of Peaky Blinders to help them as well.
Okay. I like the idea. I think I'm willing to give you the budget. It's clear that you're going to stay in the budget, the realms of the budget. But for 15% back, I think I'd need a bit more than that. So I'd offer 30% back if I could. Time to make a decision, Alex.
Well, like I said, there is going to be still some money left after the budget, because, like I said, it is going to be mainly new and upcoming actors, which is going to be a lot cheaper than some of the actors who's already appeared on TV. So, as you said before, it will be kind of on the budget.
Mm-hmm.
I'd just like to jump in if I can. So for the £20,000 you've proposed to me, 15%, I'm willing to stick at that percentage to gain profit back. Considering it's a short film, you're not aiming to make that much. However, 15% is 15%. However, if you're willing to, I'm willing to obviously drop in my expertise and help you, or it's completely different if you want to go 30% with Seth's expertise. It's your decision.
Well, obviously 30%, it's a bit higher as well. Obviously we would like higher. So yeah, I would like to...
Oh, great. Thank you, Alex.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next contestant, please. What's your name, please?
Hello, my name is Natasha and I work for the Imagineers Company.
Nice to meet you, Natasha. Can you tell us about your pitch?
So my pitch is a charity-based event. So it's a short film about a girl on a train. She goes on this train and she's a descendant of a superhero. We haven't decided which one yet, which we can discuss in future. And there's an antagonist who's a person who knows the family, wants to attack the family, so he's trying to get to her because she doesn't know she has powers yet.
Okay. I like the idea. Will you tell us a bit about the target audience?
The target audience is 16 plus.
Okay.
So these powers she's got, what are the powers?
So she can read minds, she's super strength, and she's able to move things with her mind.
Okay. The super strength you could get around by using props, or reading minds, that'd be easy. But moving things with the mind, are you going to be using something like CGI?
Yes.
Right. Are you going to be able to fit that in the budget of
Hopefully,
£20,000?
yes. Yeah.
Right. Okay. How much do you think that'd cost?
It depends really, because you could use green screen as well.
Okay.
So it's just a case of which way.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Have you thought about a location?
Glasgow.
Let's go. Okay. What made you go there?
There's an area there that's really pretty, and it would go with the theme of the film, and the train would be able to be there as well as the area that it's based in. It's based in an old town, so it's like a little town there.
Okay. Would you just be able to tell me, is this going to be single camera or multi-camera?
Multi-camera.
So you've mentioned that the film is trying to make money for charity. Is there anything else other than just the film, like advertising-wise, or like merchandise-wise, that you're going to try and push to gain more money?
Yes, we've already started with our merchandise campaign. So we've got T-shirts, we've got pins, we've got stickers, we've got everything. And we've already done one event where we had people come in, loads of women from one area come in, and they did a charity event, and that we've made the money, quite a bit of money from that.
Okay. That's very good. Is your cast all female?
Yes.
So your target audience, you're looking at the more female. Okay, that's quite a smart idea, to be honest, because like I say, to compete against something like Wonder Woman, it's massive. Do you feel like your idea could be more profitable than that?
Yeah, I think it could actually, because there's not a lot of films that are just female based, and it'd be a difference compared to what other films are. They're more neutral, whereas this would be just female.
Okay.
You mentioned it's being filmed on a train.
Yeah.
How much of the movie is going to be filmed on a train?
So most of it.
Most of it.
Been filmed on the train, yeah.
And the rest is going to be in Glasgow?
Yeah.
So how does the girl being based on the train for the entire duration of the film, how does she have space or time to practice her powers and enhance them?
Okay, so she gets on the train after she's been with her dad, and the first thing happens, the protagonist comes on the train, and basically there's a fight. She does not understand how to use her powers, so her powers are they're there, and they're doing things that she doesn't understand.
Okay, yeah.
And then they obviously get off the train for a bit to try and recoup, and then her dad appears out of nowhere and explains to her where she's from, where her background is, and how to use them. And then
Does her dad have powers as well?
Yes.
Right, okay.
And then that's how she practices her powers.
Okay. Are you planning on using any A-list actors?
Yes, so Scarlett Johansson and Lindsay Lohan.
Okay.
So I don't want to sound like the bad guy here, but at the end of the day, it's still a business move on our part. So if I was to give you £20,000, how much do you think I would get back?
You would get 75% of what we make.
How's that going to be profitable to you and your team, considering you're also going to give 25% to charity? What's your aim?
So our aim is to at least make 30, and if it doesn't work that way, we're going to because obviously we do the charity events as well, and we do other events that with cater to the women, and we do like events where they pay and they have their hair done or something, and that will go towards making the film as well.
Okay.
Can I move towards back to the train?
Yeah.
So you're going to be filming on. It's going to be a proper train.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'd have to think about things like the budget of hiring the train out. Have you thought about that?
Yeah.
How much do you think that would cost?
That's going to cost at least 10,000.
Okay. Big part of budget then.
Yeah.
And then the other thing was, do you think you're going to be limited filming on a train? They're quite compact
Especially with multi-camera.
places.
So we're going to have, so a normal train and the Northern Rail trains are not going to be suitable. So we found a company that will make us a real train, as in like one of the olden day ones, and we're going to work on that. And
Right.
it's going to have areas for the people to film.
Okay. So based on that, I would like to offer you the full cost of £20,000.
Thank you.
I'll say I like the idea, and I like that it's for charity as well, and obviously I'm about that. So I'll also match Tom's offer for 20,000.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Natasha, I think with the all the special effects of the superpowers, you've got someone going to make an entire train with you, and half of your budget going towards. I can't remember what it was now.
Well, custom train.
Yeah, the
10k
cost
for
of
the
the
custom train.
Yeah. So all of these things considered, I think the budget is going to be too small for something like that. So
For charity.
Seth, yes or no?
it's going to be a no from me. I'm out.
Alright, thank you.
You've got
Who
two
would, who would you
offers.
like to be partnered with?
I don't know.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good.
Bye
You got
now.
lucky on that one.
Thank you. I'll see you again next time.